We are joined now by former Prime Minister of Israel, Ehud Olmert. Mr. Prime Minister, boy, what an incredible moment. I'm so happy to be talking to you right now. What is your reaction to this historic moment that we are hopefully about to witness in the next day or two?
Well, obviously, a lot of excitement. We are all waiting anxiously to see them coming. Until we'll see them alive in our place, we will still be worried. But there is a lot of excitement now, entirely different from the mood in all our previous meetings throughout this period. This is the first time that we actually hope that this is all over. I mean, not everything is all over, but this phase and the return of all the hostages, live and dead, and the release of the Palestinian prisoners and the end of the war, that this is something that we have been fighting for and waiting for and praying for in the last couple of years.
You know, Mr. Prime Minister, I know you've also been, very instrumental and care deeply about also this process. This is something you were engaged in when you were Prime Minister. What does it mean to you personally, too? I see you very emotional, and you're right. We've talked so much through this phase. I'm very emotional. I'm going to have tears in my eyes when I see those hostages being released. What are your personal thoughts?
Yeah, it's, it's hard to say. It's, this is not peace, first of all, okay? So we have to not to create inflated expectations about what will happen next. We don't know. But the abandonment of the Israelis that were living in the south border of Israel, and the fact that so many of them were massacred and butchered on the 7th of October, and then more than 250 were abducted. This is something that kept us so concerned, so ashamed, so guilty towards these people. And for 733 days, we have been praying and rioting and demonstrating and campaigning and fighting and doing everything we could just to make sure that we fulfill the most fundamental obligation to the people of our country, which is to defend them and to bring them back home. So at this point now, this is the most important thing that we have in mind and in our heart, which is to see them back alive.
Absolutely. And the whole world, I think that moment is going to be one of the most pivotal, I think, in modern times, if we see all of them coming home to their loved ones, to Israel, to the world. Mr. Prime Minister, your reaction to the fact that we're at this moment, and it really took an extraordinary amount of leadership, especially by the American president, to pull together all these different Arab countries that were deeply involved, Qatar, Egypt, Turkey, others. How pivotal was that leadership, and how extraordinary that all these Arab countries, some of them who don't get along with each other, but they're here for this mission?
Well, I have to say, I know that President Trump is always raising lots of different comments in America for obvious reasons, part of your politics. But I knew for a long time that he's perhaps the only person on earth that had the power to create what has happened now. That he was the only one who had the leadership, the strength, the influence on all the different factions that were involved to create it. And I kept saying to him several times in my different interviews across the world he is the only one that can say to the participants, but I have to say first and foremost to the Israeli Prime Minister, who we blame for not wanting to do what needed to be done, that it's all over. It has to stop. Enough is enough. And that's what he finally did. He finally did it. He is the one, all the credit should go to him. It's as simple as that. If he had not ordered the Israeli Prime Minister to accept his plan for the ceasefire, had he not assembled all the different participants, the Qataris, the Turks, the Egyptians, and all the others, it would never happen. Entirely independent of any controversy that he is part of as President of America and all other things that are part of the international agenda, we deeply thank him for restoring a brief shining moment of joy to our lives.
Absolutely. And of course, we pray that all of us will be smiling when we see those hostages coming out. And let's hope they all come out, the 20, and of course, the remains, sadly, of those others, but pray that they all come home. Mr. Prime Minister, it's so wonderful and so powerful to be speaking with you right now, and look forward to talking with you again soon, and pray that all of them are back home with their loved ones very, very soon. Thank you.
Thank you, Rita.
Information. Truth is freedom. Is Newsmax. It's real news for real people.